And we are live. Good evening, amazing people. Welcome to Digital Leaders Rapid Fire episode 2. So, this is our week 2, and this is where it's going to be all real, fast, and full of values for newbies and for existing business owners who are interested in the digital era. So, tonight I'm joined by an incredible woman, a mom of 3, full-time corporate professional, and I think are you still working, Kim?
Yes,
No?
I am still working full time. Yep.
Okay, so yes, she's a corporate, and of course, she is a proud digital business owner, but on top, she is also an incredible coach. So I would like to introduce to you all Kim Nguyen, and she's from Sydney, Australia. So Kim, welcome and thank you for visiting our webinar today. So I'm Frisha, and I'll be hosting the show today along with my co-host Narmin. So we'll start off with a little bit of intro about yourself. I gave a gist one, but if there's anything else you'd like to add, please feel free. And yeah, we get started.
Thank you. Well, thank you, Frieza and Ramin, to have me on your talk show. It's so amazing. I'm the lucky second person probably in here.
Yes.
So thank you for having me, and just hello to everyone who's catching us live or catching the replay. As Frieza said, I've got 3 kids. I still work full time. And I've been doing this online business alongside my full-time job, and I've been doing this digital business for over 6 years. Started in 2019. And I'm just still blown away to date on how impactful this business is. And I'll get into it a little bit more. Maybe I'll pass it back to Frieza, and then I will delve into a little bit more about my experience along the way. Okay.
Yeah, no. Thank you so much, Kim. So yeah, a little bit about yourself. And like in general, this business has impacted all of our lives. So it's not just like, you experienced last almost 5.5 years, 6 years. I've been experiencing like last like 1.5 year, getting close to 2 years now. And Narmin is fairly new, but she's getting the hang of it, and so I will get Narmin to say something about her experience so far, and then we start with some rapid fire questions.
Hi. Thank you, Kim. Thank you for coming to our session today. Of course, we are very blessed and very actually happy and excited to see you. I am Namin, and I have been a mother of 2. I'm living in Australia since 2007, so it's a long time. I am also working like full-time in a education sector, and I'm also a proud digital business owner. And I think last 7 months I have been doing this business and learning a lot of things, and being, I think, like blessed to have these big community members. So yes, so that's what my intro is. Frisia, do you want me to start with the questions, or you want to go ahead with the questions?
I think you start off, Narmin. You start
Okay,
off.
all right. Okay, so this is like a little bit of a rapid fire round. So we're gonna ask you questions. We usually give like quick tips to, like, these things are very spontaneous. So you give us a little bit of understanding of each questions we're gonna ask. The first question is on our banner today is what is this business, and tell us about your achievements so far since you started this business.
Okay. Perfect. So what is this business? So we are, you know, what we do here is we provide the system, a proven and trusted system for people, ordinary people like us who don't have any, you know, business background or experience to, you know, get started in the online space. So we provide all the, you know, the system, the tools, the marketing, you know, the marketing training, and also with the support of the community for you to be able to get your business up and running in no time. Okay, so we've got the training and the system all supported for you. It's just, you just need to get plugged in and, you know, follow the training and open up your own online business. So that's what we do. And as part of that, you know, you'll be helping and mentoring and, you know, eventually coaching others as well to do the same, using our trusted and proven system. Okay. So that's the first answer to that question. And tell us about your achievements so far since starting this business. Okay, there is a lot in terms of, but most importantly, I just want to say that it's what has been the biggest impact for me is the personal growth that I gained in this business. A lot of people know that I'm an introvert. I'm not a you know, a person that actually talks like this. But through this journey, I've transformed and I turned into a 360, you know, around the circle, coming out of my shell to really inspire and motivate people. I didn't, you know, really think that I'm going to be doing that throughout my journey, but I think just part of it, it grows by itself, right? And I have to say, all thanks to this, you know, wonderful community who always, you know, support me and give me the belief on what's possible in this business. It's just that you just have to be willing to, you know, have a little bit of courage and, you know, go out of your comfort zone a little bit each day, and you'll be able to achieve a lot more just if you actually have that mindset, that right mindset, right? What I achieve in this business, one, yes, is personal growth, but also my ability to adapt a business mindset. And because I'm from an, you know, I work in my corporate world for most of my adult life. So, you know, I never owned a business before. So for me to shift from an employee mindset to a business mindset, it's just opened up a whole new world for me, right? And the flexibility that you get to, you know, you get to actually work and be, you know, working on your own terms, working in your own hours. No one tell you what to do. But, you know, you have to have that motivation and that determination because you're working for yourself. And that's the challenge in the business as well, is that you have to really be, you know, be determined, be consistent, be committed as well in achieving your goals, because no one's going to tell you what to do. But whereas being in a corporate world, you clock in 9 to 5, you're trading your time for money, right? And whereas in, you know, working in a business, it doesn't pay you like a salary. It pays you much more than that. And if you're willing to put in your time and effort. And, you know, I actually was able to earn 5 figures a month in this business, working alongside my full-time job. And if I can do that with 3 kids, with a busy, you know, household, you know, anything is possible for anyone out there who is looking for the same. So, you know, imagine you having extra 5 figures a month coming in for your family. How would that feel, and what would it be, and how life-changing that will be for you and your family? It's changed my life, so that's why, you know, I really want to share it with you guys. And this is real people with real result, and everyday people like us, mums like us that, you know, even, you know, English is not their first language as well, can able to do this business, right? And I was able to use the extra income and the means that I have through this online business to be able to take my parents, you know, to Japan trip, going on, you know, spontaneous holidays. If I work in my corporate world, I wouldn't be able to do that. I wouldn't be able to actually have the means to be able to spoil my parents that way. Yeah.
That's right. Yes,
Wow,
because
wow.
we believe in freedom, and I think the one of the thing is like financial freedom, but freedom for yourself, freedom of
To
feeling
take care of yourself.
coolness. That's right. Like, you know, that about lots of self doubts that we used to have, that we are recovering through this journey. So I think, yeah. So in that regard, I would like to ask you another question, like, what can be the doubts that can come to a person's mind when they like, you know, want to start this business, and how can they overcome that situation? What's
Of
your
course,
thought on that?
that's me. That's me when I first, you know, started this business, and when I, you know, even when I started looking into this, because that's what I said. I came from an employee world. Like I never, and I'm the most skeptical person, you know, as well, because I would never click on any link. You know, you know how, you know, you get really scared
That's right.
that you get scammed or anything like that. So for me, it has to be really, you know, trusting.
Authentic.
Like it has to be authentic, and it has to relate really to me, that for me to actually take action and really look into this business. So when I looked at the ad originally, I didn't even know it was an ad. I actually thought she was just sharing her journey. Not I didn't know that it was an actual ad. But I can see, you know, the coach that I was actually watching the ad, she's Vietnamese, so I trusted her. And I said, look, if she's able to actually work a couple hours and can spend time with her family and still earn really good income, then what is it for me to lose to actually check it out, to find out more information? What if it can change my life too? That why and that big desire for me to help my parents has given me that push to really follow my heart, follow my goal, like follow what I want. Because at that time, I think I was 35 years old. Yeah, I was 35 years old. Now I'm just over my 40s. And I was like, I'm still young. I still can able to, you know, I think I can just do something that is outside of my comfort zone. And what if it can change my life, right? And it actually did. So, but, you know, through that, there is doubts. Definitely, you know, self-doubt, it comes over you. It's like, oh, can I do that? Like, can I do this? Because I'm working full-time.
Question yourself.
Like one is I'm working full-time. I've got 3 little kids. Back then, you know, my little one was only 3 years old, right? Okay. And I was like, I have 3 kids working full-time, like coming home. How can I fit this in? But when I look through the business system and I really do my research, because I'm very careful, I do research on everything, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's a step-by-step training. You do it in your own time. And then once you get your business up and running, the system does all the 80% of the work, you know, like most of the work for you.
Ticking a lot of boxes.
And then it's ticking. And I was like, okay, I can do this. I believe in myself a little bit to do this. But inside of me, I still have that self-doubt. I still have like, okay, how can I be successful like those people? Like I'm very shy. I'm very introvert. As I said, like back then, I'm so introvert. How can I sit and talk in front of a camera like everyone else? Like all that self-doubt come on to me all the time, and I have to push through it. And the one thing that helped me is I keep on staying plugged in and watching other people. And keep on continually following every single successful people who have, you know, earned 5 figures a month or who have earned 6 figures a month. I follow them. Like I follow every single step that they do. I I don't envy them. I study them. I study every single move that they do. Okay, what do they do, and what are their habits that they put in that help them to get to where they are? Because at the end of the day, I can see them on their pages, and I can follow their business page, and I can see, okay, they're just normal people. They still talk normally like us. They're no different. They don't have two heads. So what, I think I can do it. Like when I keep on following those people, and I listen to the mastermind, our training each week, I regain my confidence. I overcome my self-doubt, and the most important thing is I take action. I watch the mastermind, but I have to use my courage to stand outside and challenge myself. Okay, I will say, I will take one step this week to do a go live, and that is my tick. That is my confidence done, right? And then the next week, okay, I will do a video to get my ad out. That's tick. Every single week, my ad, every single week I watch a mastermind, I have to put in my to-do list what I need to do. And then I tick them off each week. And every time I tick them off, I feel really empowered. I feel really confident within myself. And I'm like, okay, then I can add more to-do lists on my list. The more I do it, the more I feel better, because I practice each day to get better. And then when you do that, your self-doubt will just fade away. Everything fade away, because you know what? Those small little action that you take builds you up stronger. And when you take action, the result will come. And when the result comes, that's when you feel like, okay, you don't need that self-doubt in your life anymore, right? And that's because it's because of the community, because of the training we have, and because of you having the right mindset to keep on going when time gets tough too, right? We all have our days where, we do have tough days than other days, but it's your mindset that makes the huge difference. And that's why what the other thing I can add in is reading books really helps me as well. Yeah. So listen to the successful people and follow their footsteps.
Absolutely. So commendable and so inspiring, the way you actually strategize, or you keep your goals very steady and put it in as a to-do list. And like you're saying that you every day or every week you tick your goals and you go to the next goal, and that's very inspiring. And I think there's a lot to learn from you, Kim, and we appreciate these sort of questions. So the next question that we have is, one word to describe your life before digital business. Like, what did you think, like now and before the digital business? What was your life like?
Okay. Well, before digital business, I was that little shy girl that all I knew was going to work and come home and being a grumpy mummy. Like, it's just all the routine. It's just like round in circle like this before the digital business. Is that I will start, early in the morning, get the kids, but it's like, I feel like I don't have a purpose. I don't have a goal. I don't have anything that it makes me motivated to wake up each day. As much as I love my kids and I do everything for the family and the kids, but back then I'm just a mum that just goes routine, back, same thing over and over again every single day, and nothing changes, right? And pay the bills, and then could just go back again, pay the bills and go back again. And I feel like, that's just enough for us to live, but it doesn't really tick off my goals, or, let me think about it. Let me dream a little bit further. I don't have that. But since having this business, only one goal that I set for myself to come into this business is to help my parents enjoy their retirement years, is to earn more to be able to do that, right? But it opened up so much more possibility for me that I can dream so much more now. Like I can, maybe buy more investment property if I want to later on, right? So there, or set the kids up financially as well. There's so many things that is in my mind now that is endless. When you come into this business, you're very optimistic because you can see what the possibilities are, and you see that you can actually achieve your little goals. And when you achieve your little goals, those other goals is going to come in time when you
Correct.
keep on putting the effort in and the consistency and persevere in, right? Because at the end of the day, everything will take time and effort, but do not discount your little action that you take each week, because those action adds up. And that's why I say, being from a very shy and just mum that has no goals to now mum is a super mum with goals and dreams and so many things. So many things that I want to do in this business to make it more rewarding and more purpose and impactful for other people as well. And did I think that I'm going to come in here and have a whole team to manage? No, I don't. But I wasn't thinking of having a team. But through this journey, I have a whole team, and now this whole community is my family. Like I really appreciate every single one. That every time that connects with me and reach out and even say hello. It's such an amazing feeling because we're in the same community, but you guys are from everywhere. Like we've got people from different parts of the world. So every time I go on holidays, I can visit. I can just say, "Hey, community! Like I'm here. Who wants to meet up?" And you will have a business partner somewhere in Hawaii or somewhere in Philippines. It's amazing. It's
amazing.
It's so impactful. Like on what you're doing. And you wake up every day feeling very excited,
No, certainly, Kim. The way I look at this business, and this is how I found my purpose when I first started, that I told myself that, why am I doing this? Yes, the family is will have some impacts in the long run, and we're going to make some money out of this business. So I started with very few less expectation, but then like in a couple of months time, I started to realize that God has chosen me, or Allah has chosen me to have to make impacts on other people's life. So it's a different sort of blessing. Like it's financial one for sure, but also the spiritual side of it. It impacted me quite deeply. And then I started to feel that connection that, yes, so this opportunity is actually beyond the financial one. It's actually you're sort of opening a door of avenue for someone else in the community, your community, or it could be a global one. So it's an amazing. So guys, if you haven't really checked this opportunity, it's your chance, and you can contact any of us and we will help you out to understand what this business is about. Now, what made you say yes to this opportunity? I mean, we already had a lot of discussion around what was our motivation and our goals and all that, but was there what was that very first thing that attracted you to that advertisement that you saw?
Oh, okay. It's look, I can't lie. It's the money, obviously. It's the money and the time. But because when I saw the ad, I was like, "Hey, how can she earn money while she still can spend time with her family?" right? Because I know, because because back then, yeah, I work in the corporate world. I come home, I was tired already when I came home and saw that ad. So I was like, how can she spend time with her family and still can earn an income, right? I wanted that. Like, I wanted that for myself, and plus I want to have more means to be able to help my parents, right? So that then kind of triggered me to look into this business. But the more I look into it, the more it tick, as I said, Free Freezer, it tick off all the boxes for me, because I kind of stopped to say, am I able to do this if I'm working full time, right? And that's when all the system came in and kind of ticked the boxes for me, because it's flexible and I can do it in my own time. And the other thing that I even say yes to, I was so happy, is I don't have to do any selling. Like, I was an introvert.
That's right.
And as soon as I saw that, I was like, hey, that is just so good for me. I would, that's another tick of a box for me. And as soon as it says you don't have to sell to your friends or family, you don't have to do any of that. You just have to worry about the marketing and follow the training, the step-by-step training. And I was like, okay, that's really, that's an 80% tick for me already. And the rest, I just do all my research and I just follow my heart. And as you said, Freezer, like in the beginning, I came into this business for me, but it's beyond the financial gain. Once you become a business owner, it's beyond the financial aspect. And it's like, I always say this on my page, I believe God has led me here for a reason. Like, he's led me here for a reason, and hence why I became a coach, hence why I'm here today, and how far I've come in this business is because it's life-changing, and it's helping other people to realize that. It's like, we don't know what we don't know until we are actually doing it. And, it changes your experience and your life experience. And then once you just don't have that confidence yet, but you have to start to be confident, right? You have to start to become confident later on in what you're doing. And if you really have the heart of helping people, this is the business that you should be looking into, because it's just constantly working with people and working on people's mindset and working on people's belief. And look, as much as we can say we believe in you, but you have to believe in yourself as well. In this business, you have to believe in yourself to say you can do it. If you say you can, then you can. But if you say you can't, then obviously you can't, because you're not going to take action. You already have in your mind that you can't do this business, then you won't do it. But if you say you can, I can do this business. I can change my life. I can earn $10,000 a month. I can, help my parents. If you have that mentality, you will be doing whatever you can. Take action small bit by bit each day to make it happen. That's the mindset in our business community, and that's what we do. That's what we help. That's what we encourage and empower you guys to do as well. So, it's life-changing beyond financial gain. It's your personal growth and development, and your belief in what you can, achieve for yourself and your family. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree, because last 7 months, I do see myself being so confident, my personal growth. I wasn't even able to understand what's live is, and I wasn't a social media freak or anything. I just used it for connecting my families and friends, but it gave me a different perspective and different like, you know, it can be possible in like you can income money through online businesses, and that gave me a whole different eye-opening, to be honest. Our next question to you is, when did you start to see the results? Like, when did you see the real results?
Tips
may
for
ask.
the old, like the existing business owners.
Yeah.
So, because sometimes when it becomes so real, like
Yeah.
everything is done, your page is running,
Yeah.
they want to know when likely are they
Like,
gonna have
yeah,
some
this question is
results.
very common to us. Like, okay, how long do I have to do, and when do you see the results coming through? Even if it's like a financial income,
Okay. Yeah.
or
Yeah.
like, as I said, like, my personal growth is also my result, my outcome of my business, right?
Yeah.
So just tell us, like, you know, even if you tell us like about the income, like, when did you start to see that life, like, this is changing?
Well, in terms of when I started to see the result, I would say because I started in, let's say, May 2019. And I believe 2 months later, I got my first buyer. So 2 months. So I did the training back then. Trust me, the training back then was half the size as what we have now. So whoever's a business owner now, they're very lucky to have our training now because it's very comprehensive. It's still step-by-step training, but it's a lot more. Back then, it's only half that size. So I literally even took off work to go through every single training until like the whole 6 weeks, the whole month, whole 6 weeks. I got my ad out, and then, you know, a month later, I got my first buyer coming in, and then did nothing. the buyer did nothing, and then later on, July, I think in September or October, so that will be 5 months. That's when I got my first business partner. So that was my first business partner, and that was like how much? Maybe 4 months into the business. Yeah. But, you know, there is a lot of, you know, in the beginning of the first year, I would say there's a lot of like personal work inside of me, inside work that I have to do. Because as I said, like, you know, it comes with self-doubt, and you need to overcome that yourself. No one can do it for you. You have to do that. But know that you've got a lot of support in this business to be able to overcome that part. And once you overcome and break free from that, you will see your breakthrough. You will see your breakthrough coming through, because then you're not like afraid anymore to really show yourself, to really inspire others, to really educate, motivate others, because that's all this business is about. You need to really understand how everything works and educate people on it as well, right? And yeah, that's when I start seeing, you know, the results and the income coming through. And you know, my one is very slow compared to everyone else, because because I work full time. So that's why I said everyone is different. That's why it's so good. It's so good that we get to do it like in our own hours, like we would, you know, in our own way, and everyone will get to where or reach their destination if they keep on doing it, the work, and keep being consistent, right? Yeah, it's not you know, some people, they put even 4 or 5 hours in a day. That's up to them, right? If the more you put in, the more quicker you will see your result. That's all it is. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. I just wanted to add, like, because you said like you started 2019 and there was like very small training side, and like, you had to grow yourself, you had to do a lot of things by yourself. But when I started, I saw a huge huge training side. And the benefit when I started was because that's why the result is quicker than probably yours, because there's a lot of promotions going on in the business, because business also evolving, big business also I would say, it's a huge business, like in a company, affiliated company which we work with, and they are constantly giving us promotions and boosting our business, and that's why I think the results is quicker for us than probably
compared to yes.
yeah,
We were talking about these sort of topics.
It was our last
today.
meeting, the meeting we had with Suraya, and we were talking that the result is quicker now than before, and that's the biggest opportunity, and that is the time people should think of taking action. So it's amazing to see like how these people are doing this business, and the affiliated company is also evolving, growing so much. Maybe in 5 years time it'll be like something else, we will see something else. But so for me, probably because I reached my first milestone, which was like very hardest milestone, and which it was very quick to gain. So the results can be individual, like for everybody. And as you said, I work full-time, Frisia works full-time, you work full-time, and obviously how you grow, that's up to you. And it is the effort you give and the consistency you keep it in your business. So Frisia, do you want to
a small message we want to give it to everyone who's going to be watching this in the long run, that this is doable, guys. You can do it, but that first step of believing that you need a change in your life, that recognition is very important, and taking that action. So almost getting towards the end, we're not going to keep Kim awake that long because it's getting quite late here in Sydney. So the last question we'll have is what does success looks like to you these days?
Success. I think success look different for everyone, right? But I think for me, it's just being able to slow down and really just being with your family and knowing that, you can always be present in their life, like not having to be, stuck in a employee kind of world, right? That's what success for me personally, because I came from that employee world and seeing the entrepreneurship world. I feel like, oh my God, it's just a whole different world. And to be able to, take my family on a vacation without having to worry, that's what success is that you can plan your days without worrying. Just waking up, at any time and feeling, okay, you can take the kids to school, you can drop them off, you can take them home without having to be locked down in just a 9-to-5 world, right? So that's for me is success, and to be able just to be present with the family. If they need me somewhere, I'll be there. That's what success looks like to me. Yeah.
Amazing.
Exactly.
Amazing.
Yes. It makes you feel proud of that moment, enjoying that moment.
Enjoying and being present.
Just the feeling of you're being that significant part of their growth. That's really wonderful, Kim. Yeah, like you, for me and Narmin is pretty much the same story, and that was one of our main things. That's why we wanted to be in this business and develop that entrepreneurship in the long run.
Yeah.
So yes, and it's been a wonderful discussion with you today. And to all the people who are going to be watching this, and yes, some of the people are following us here. It's, as I said, it's doable, it's global, it's legal, it's a plug-in business. What more can you ask? You have to start. We will help you out. We are giving you that assurance that help is around, mentorship is around. Take that step and action. That's it. So have a very good night, everyone. And then we will see you next week with another coach. Kim, it's been wonderful having you here.
Thank you for having me. Thank you, Frisia. Thank you, Namin. Appreciate you both.
Thank you.
Bye,
We'll
Have
see
a
you
good
again.
night, everyone. See you soon.